But yeah, so this is actually what we're I wanted to write. This is just for writing's sake, not so much, to actually understand, to get to what it looks like when it's written down. That Awkúnaš is I now or whatever is different from awkú. The whole meaning of those two things are the translation changes. I can't remember the translation. That's from anakúnaš to ananaskú or anashkú, where these and then I would be different from anashkú. Anamáan would look like this. And then we're going to stick with the num. Anamúnaš. Oh, that the whole thing just changes. I write the máan with two A's for where, because if a lot of people are still stuck with English, but if you're to write it with just one N or one A, they look at it as man. Man, moi. No, it's not man, it's man. So that's why I know, because I know in the dictionary it's written like this with the stress over the A, on that. But I write it with two A's, that way they would they get the concept of man. The spelling. Because if you say man, moi, it's almost sound like you're, I don't know, you're mixing the a with the condensed purse with the man, moi. It's almost like how Dad first came along to our area. We would say yámash, you would say yámash. So cute, yámash. That's just how we talk though. It's just because we grew up here at yámash, really deep awe in there, yámash. You hear Dad first coming around. Yeah, we have to go get some yámash. The hell is a yámash? But yeah, so that's just my take on máan. Just the two A's too.
Damien, could I ask a question about those two forms? Because the dictionary has both of them, but they're treated as having different meanings. One is where is an at, the other is where is in like towards a place. Is that not the case for you? Mm-hmm. Or have you heard that before?
No, I haven't heard that before. To be honest, when I start working here, writing it out, I'm still learning how to write it yet. But máan is máan for me. Where is where, no matter where at or where is he or where is she. Máan is máan. Máynawa, máanama, máan no. Wínaša, where am I at?
What if you wanted to say, where am I going?
Yeah, we were driving on the road at wínaša.
Okay, so same one works.
Yeah.
Because I know there's that mana, but you can use máan.
Yeah, but myself, I leave that one out for spelling. Because people are still stuck with the English, so they see that MAN, they're still stuck with man. Even no matter how many times you go over the alphabet with them, you write that out, read it, man. But you have the two A's in there, it's going to be ah. They'll get the idea of ah in there, máan. Because it's I think even in the dictionary it's the same with mun. opposed to I keep it with these ones, the double moon. Because then you still get stuck with the English. It would be man would be like that. Man is a moon. Like saying moon, the moon. That's just my take on it. It's just my idea for it, just so it would, stick in the head. Those sounds. It would help with identifying those sounds. Man, moon. A lot of times if we still see the one A and one U, we still go back to English sometimes. I even catch myself a lot of times. We say a or a, and the and U like cut. Other ones too, but yeah, it's always a.
So when you say these two words, you are saying with a long vowel, right? This isn't just a written distinction.
An, mun.
An, mun, mun.
Man,
Sound long. That sounds short, but when you said them in isolation, they sounded long.
Well, it's just identifying the sounds. It helps with the sound identifying. You know what I mean? Especially with high school students that came straight from middle school. You see the MAN. What do you think they're gonna go for? You don't understand máan, or do they see man? Same with mun. Are they gonna identify right away? If I write it MUN, they know. They say man. Write it down the first time for them like this with the two U's, then they'll get the idea of moon, moon. Know what I mean? Yeah, so it's an emphasis on sounds, not so much the word itself, what the meaning of the word is, it's the emphasis on sounds. Because even I still have trouble with when they get to the U part, NAM. Because a lot of students are even still read it nam. Man, well. Huh? It sounds funny when I want to laugh, but then I don't want to laugh at them. I don't want to discourage them. It sounds funny. It sounds cute because they're learning. Just hearing their accent. But I don't want to laugh in their face and thinking I'm making fun of them. It just sounds cute. Because they're giving it a try. They're giving whoever's trying to use it. I don't want to laugh at them, thinking I'm purposely just poking fun at them and just laughing at them to be laughing at them. No, I'm laughing for another because it's cool to hear him use it, but it's cute to hear him try. It's like, well, at least they're trying. I can't say, oh, you said that wrong. I said, no, they're trying. They're trying. I'm laughing like how you see babies trying to learn how to walk and they fall a few times. That's how you laugh. Laugh at them. Oh, it's so cute. They're trying to walk. Oh, it's so cute. They're trying to talk. That's cool. But it's just a play on sounds. just to play on sounds, just to get comfortable understanding what these, how these sounds work, rather than go right into it with the M8, one A and one U. So they'll come right in man or man, or they'll be máan and mun. Make sense, John?
Awkúnaš.
Yeah, that's just my opinion, though. No, don't take my word for it. This is the way I would take it. This is the way I've seen it. Just so it would make sense, help me understand how to write it. It took me a while to understand the writing, the vowels actually. Then yeah, it's where and when are the ones that I've seen have trouble over the years because of that spelling, MAN and MUN. So I decided to keep it with the 2 A's and 2 U's. That way it would help students use those sounds correctly, spelling wise anyway. And they were able to understand and use it better. Okay. But I stuck with it. I didn't change it. I didn't. So since then, I think after my 3rd year, I kept it this way, just to have a better understanding. Yeah. So that was my discussion on that whole awku, anaku, that yeah, these would be the common phrases that's used when you hear. This is how I see it written. How I hear him use it: awku, anaku, anamáan, anamúnaš. Now, if we're to split these terms after ana and aw, that the meaning behind it changes, translation changes. But keep it at this form for right now. Let's say this would be one of the simplest ways you can put it. Then you can add in those all these I think with a lot of these ones, just that one, or yeah, num, na. I think with these ones, a lot of times this one breaks down to dash, anakúnaš, awkúnaš. Wínanaš. Or these would attach to these forms. I, you, we, you all. I mean, us, but not you.
Yeah, it's the exclusive we.
Us, but not you. And that one's you all. Wínanaš. Yeah, that's the one I like to have fun with. Natash. Na 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 na. Like you're telling us. So you're like one of your younger siblings had to stay home while the rest of you had to go outside and have fun. Like, but we got to go to the park. We went to go swimming. Went to the pool. We went to the store, got ice cream. You didn't. We did. That's how Natash works. We did this. We did that. All because you broke mom's flower vase. Hey, can you read that, John? Yeah.
Anamúnaš, yánawitax, anakúnaš, kʷátata. And whenever whenever I arrive, I will eat. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I didn't read the first line. Watímnaš, wínana, ápnišyaw, Anamúnaš, yánawitax, anakúnaš, kʷátata.
Oh, I hope hopefully that I'll leave this up here in case one of those guys do decide to, like, Fred's got his class tomorrow, right?
Yeah, and as far as I'm aware, should be on.
Okay, yeah, so I'll leave this up here for tomorrow. They'll jump on Fred's. Maybe he'll see if he approves of this. That way I know I'm heading in the right direction with this. It's yeah. And this is just a start. Or actually, I should change this real quick. There. Let's keep that on there. Páyšnaš might eat. Anamúnaš, yánawitax, páyšnaš. Whenever I would get there, I might eat. That's a good start, right? Huh?
That'll be the next part.
I might eat páyšnaš kʷátata. I'm going to say Funny how these words played out where no, written out that kʷátata is written twice right underneath each other.
I don't know what I will eat.
Make sense?
I think so. I don't know.
Anatún?
Is it saying I didn't know what I will eat?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't know what I would eat. It's all set in the past tense.
It's a Čáwš. Unless you want to, you can actually leave this off. I think take that off. Čáwš anatún kʷátata. I didn't know what there was to eat.
Since you've already got the ash on Čáwš.
Yeah. The I right there, yeah. They want to be too redundant. It does make sense. Anatúnaš. Čáwš anatúnaš kʷátata. Actually, would it make sense right here? Kʷátatax, what I would eat.
Like what I would or could.
I didn't know what I would eat. I didn't know whatever was there to eat.
Okay.
I think if I'm Čáwš anatúnaš kʷátatax. I didn't know what was I don't know whatever was there. I don't know. I didn't know anatún, whatever I would eat. Would it be translated that way? Čáwš anatúnaš kʷátatax.
What I didn't know what I could eat work?
I didn't know whatever I could eat. Yeah. Whatever. I think anatún is whatever. Like this one would be like whenever. Anatún. Or would it just be Čáwš anatúnaš or Čáwš kʷátatax anatún?
It seems so. The nash kʷátatachna is essentially its own sentence that's embedded in this, and at least as far as I understand, you would need to use ana something to put those. Well, no. If you want to, like how in English you can embed clauses in others, I didn't know what I would eat. Anyway, all of this was to say, it seems like you would need anatún, because that seems to be the bit that.
So do you think this makes more sense to move here? Čáwš kʷátatax.
I didn't know. Well, then isn't that kind of weird since you just have two verbs together in that sentence?
Yeah.
That seems to be where the connector comes in.
Yeah. See now that's where I need the help of speakers, making sure I'm putting this out there right. Čáwš šúkʷana, anatúnaš, kʷátata. It makes sense, but trying to translate it, am I saying this right?
One of the odd things about the Umatilla to English translation, it sounds like you prefer whatever as a translation for anatún.
Yeah.
Whereas, at least what I'm thinking, the English translation is more like, I don't know what, just what on its own I would eat, or I don't know when I would go. But that seems to just be different quirks of Umatilla in English that don't line up so well here.
Yeah.
In this context.
Well, given that this right here, all these question words, anamúnaš,
Yeah.
we had, so anatún would be the what? Tún. Like tún iwa. Because it wouldn't be anamísh, it would be different. So this the tún refers to the object form, talking about something, whatever it is to eat. We're talking about food here. So this tún would refer to the kʷátatax. Yeah, so. I hope this makes sense. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna ask Fred tomorrow.
Looking forward to it. It seems like it should make sense, given what I know about the grammar. But I'd like to hear what he says.
Yeah, but it makes sense to me, but then yeah, well,
yeah.
That's why I want to hear from the speakers. Can you read it and understand it? Yeah, so this is the practice on using these terms as wholes rather than separate words. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Some people may think, but you don't seem like to be using them very much. Actually, you don't use them a lot. It's just there.
Well, depends what they mean by you don't use them a lot. Like we don't, but it doesn't seem like we're carrying as many, longer conversations as did speakers in the past. And like the recordings I've heard, like you've said, no, they use them quite a lot.
Yeah.
I think that's just a consequence of, when and how much we're using the language now. TLDR, we should try to use these more.
Actually, yeah. Because I think that's how I spelled it. Yeah. Like this one, my Uncle Jerry uses this. My Uncle Jerry uses that a lot. Anaku. I think it'll be a more of a practice in that. It's how he says it. Anaku. That really in there when he talks. He uses that word a lot. Anaku. But then he uses separately though. He talks like that too. He uses that. But just a lot of time they use that word anaku. Use that in there.
To refer back to someone.
Yeah. no, if we're gonna try to move along at a kind of a quick pace, I just think that these need to be looked at right now rather than later. Because if we don't get it right now, the speakers that we do have working here and working with us, at the rate things are going now, we're gonna lose a lot. We just need to start on at least the base meaning of these, and we'll just go on from there. Or else we're gonna be stuck with all of our sentences. We're just saying ku, and this and that, and this and that, and this and that. A lot. So it'd be like, Watímnaš, wínana, ápnišyaw, yánawitax, anamáan, páyšnaš, kʷátata, Čáwš, šúkʷana, kʷátatax. You know what I mean? That's how we'd sound if we didn't use these in there. So if you include them, Watímnaš, wínana, ápnišyaw, Anamúnaš, yánawitax, páyšnaš, kʷátata, Čáwš, šúkʷana, anatúnaš, kʷátatax. How that sounds a little bit easier. And whenever I would get there, whenever I would arrive, I might eat Čáwš, šúkʷana. I don't know what. I didn't know whatever it was I could eat. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna leave this up here for speaking on Fred's class tomorrow. If he can get this little if there are any corrections, you would see them. So that's all I have for today.
Awkúnaš.
Any questions? Any questions?
I did have one, just wanted to make sure I heard something right way back towards the beginning. I wrote down a sentence, Awkúnaš, wínaša, wíáyčtyaw. I want to make sure you said wíáyčt with a t on the end of wíáyčtyaw. That seems okay, sweet. That seems like it would be the case because that's the bit that makes this into a noun. Just wanted to make sure I heard that right because we didn't record that early.
Yeah, that's actually going to the sweat house. Actually, the sweat house itself.
Oh, okay, I'm going.
So I say ʷyáyčtyaw. That's going the thing ʷyáyčtyaw.
Okay, so
actually that's actually the whole idea of the sweat is a noun. ʷyáyčtyaw.
Okay, so ʷyáyčt is the act of sweating, or the sweat house.
Yeah.
Okay.
ʷyáyčt. Yeah. So I hope that helped. ʷyáyčtyaw. That's just how I've heard it. I've said it. I've written it with the T at the end. ʷyáyčt. So maniwa, yeah, maniwa, Andrew. Oh, iwa ʷyáyčtpa. Is that the sweat? So, any more questions? Any more questions?
Yeah, that was my only one today.
Anybody else in the back? Back here? Oh yeah, it's I know I need to. I hope that things not need to, but I hope things will slow down now. Hope things are, are you okay that we can get back to doing this.
For reasons besides this class, I hope things slow down.
Yeah. I'm just leaving out too many things, and yeah, to have somebody pick up where we left off. This is actually it's a really tough discussion. Really, to get the understanding. But even I'm having trouble with it because I need to know, because these are, I would say, important to talking. We cannot leave. I mean, these terms are in our songs. A lot of these terms are in our songs, and if we can't, understand what the song is saying, then how can we learn to speak it without having these in there?
I feel you.
And even if this was to carry on beyond our years, how are the ones in the future gonna understand the recordings and the texts that were left behind? That can't overlook it. That we can't just stick to wínana, wínana.